It's just that I'm on a different
All
person's.
right.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Reduxian. Welcome to another episode of Cafe Conversations. Today we are joined by...
Is it my time to shine?
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Iceqube. I am a variety streamer. Haven't streamed in about a month because I've been busy with university. But hi, it's really nice to meet everyone.
Okay, hello. Koncha Shibatan. Shibatan yade. I'm Shibatan from YouTube. And I'm also a variety streamer. Play different games. Sometimes have hand cams, playing DS games, opening boxes. And I also do a bit of covers. But yeah.
Nice. Is there room on that lifeboat? I think I want to jump ship from Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, bro.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. Tech, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Techscout. Most people just call me Tech or Techie. I am a Catboy artificer, but at this rate, I'm a maid half the time, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm a variety streamer, and I build model kits often. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on, Reduction.
No problem. This is one of the few episodes that I've had where I barely had to do any work to recruit. Everybody here was nominated from last week's guests. So thanks so much to them. They will be getting their own shoutouts. I actually have to reach out to all of them again to get their links for the YouTube video that's dropping. By the way, all the last 3 weeks that I've missed are now going up on YouTube, but that's irrelevant right now because we're in the middle of a live stream. Anyways, this is Cafe Conversations. Those of you returning know what this show is about, but for those of you who are new, understand that this is a show designed by a VTuber for VTubers to reach out to each other and have their communities intersect and interact. The goal is to bring in 3 VTubers every week who don't know each other and don't interact in the same social circles to see what happens. That said, how it will start is that I will be asking a series of questions. If anybody else has questions to ask, you're free to post them in the chat. If any of you 3 guests have questions to ask, you're free to ask them. But it will start with some icebreaker questions, some pretty basic stuff. And how it will go is that whoever volunteers themselves to speak first will get to speak first. And if nobody does so, then much like an annoyed teacher, I will start calling on people.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's like PTSD.
I was just about to say the same thing.
That is how I do it every week. That said, let's start with... Oh, I didn't get to introduce myself either. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Redux. I'm a coffee-themed barista VTuber, and I'm the host of this podcast. Let's start with some basic stuff. Everybody here either streams on Twitch or YouTube. How did you get your start? What's your main game, or what's the game that you decided that you wanted to do first whenever you got into content creation?
Ooh, who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Go ahead, yeah.
So I started in beginning of March, and I started off with just a free to use model, and I straight up just didn't have any introduction, didn't even have any name. I just streamed Sonic Generations,
Wow.
and I just kind of did it because I thought it'd be fun. I thought it kind of felt like when you stream, you can have like a hangout with your friends remotely, right?
Yeah.
Like they can watch you play games and whatever. So all I really did was just had something up there and then just go for it. I really didn't have any plan. I didn't even have my own model until like 1.5 months, 2 months later. So
Damn, that's cool. Did you
I-
only purely stream Sonic Generations?
That's
that would be sick.
I did stream Sonic Generations until I finished it. And then
Okay.
after that, I started streaming like my DS games.
So like
Nice.
do you mostly do like variety stuff, like individualized sessions, or do you normally stick with like that let's play format, start a game on stream, finish it on stream?
Generally it's um let's play format, and then sometimes I'll have other things like unboxing streams,
Okay.
or I make acoustic covers, and then my most recent one is one where I it was a new type of stream that I tried. I went on Riz.jpt. Riz JPT is like a AI chatbot, and you try to riz up fictional characters.
Okay.
And
Oh my
that was when I kind of went out of my comfort zone to do something funny instead of just trying to like play
Hey,
games.
I know Riz has a mainstream meaning, but I got like the worst PTSD from the word because I thought somebody was about to call me Riz Duxian again.
Oh my god!
I mean, you did get us all in here without any problems.
I
So
do
maybe,
that every
maybe that is
week.
who you are.
Riz Duxian.
that's
Anyways,
just
yeah.
wonderful.
I have checked out Shiba's stuff on YouTube lately. They've got a lot of good stuff going. So if you guys haven't checked them out, go ahead and do so. Next person.
I'll go next. All right. So originally, when I first started streaming, which actually wasn't too long ago, it was like, I'm gonna say like April, because I only just
Wow.
recently got my PC set up. I wasn't going to be a VTuber. I was a face cam streamer, and I mainly did study streams because I'm a full-time university student.
Okay.
And I think what got me to do VTubing was just, I don't know, I think like my model currently is free to use for everyone. But I like the way that I could make her unique to myself with like lore and all that kind of stuff.
Right, customizability is very important, and
Yeah, exactly.
being able to bring out your own story within your model.
Yeah, and I fell in love with the person who did all of my assets and the model and everything. So yeah, but I still plan to do facecam streams, but mainly it's just been VTuber stuff. But it's been really
Okay.
cool. So yeah.
I'm glad you're having fun with it. Welcome to the community.
Thank you.
Tech, what about you? I know you're still in school, so I'm sure you've been streaming very sporadically.
Actually, quite
That's
the opposite.
right.
I technically started off not as a VTuber and got a good portion of growth from that, but that was over years. And then I was just like, I want to try this thing out, and then I just ended up enjoying it a lot more being a
There you go.
VTuber, just because it kind of made it just easier to interact and be a little bit more calmed down instead of
I
almost like on
completely
my best
agree.
behavior.
I've
Yeah.
been streaming off and on for the better part of 4 years now, and I started off as a webcam streamer too. The game I played primarily originally was Smash Bros, and I think I made about 300 followers from that alone. But
Ooh.
I've done a lot of breaks off and on, and at one point I tried VTubing because I was just in a dark place and really was looking for click-throughs and like trend following and stuff like that. So I got a model. But obviously that didn't work out so well, because it never does when you try to go out about content creation that way. And now I stream because it's fun, and I VTube because I like emoting, but I don't like my face.
I respect that. It's very similar to me. I've learned that emoting is nice, but my actual face, I can't do that very well. But I try. It just doesn't work very well. But yeah, I mean, what can I do?
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is.
I mean, I started off with Vroid and I've just stuck with it because it worked. But I started off basic, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend 2 weeks and put it into my model, and then now I'm fancy, even though it's still free assets. But
Hey,
Fancy schmancy.
if it works, it works. I've got a 2D model coming in on the side of eventually.
Yeah, I would do that, but I don't got that money. Not yet, but
Not yet. Soon, TM.
In terms of stuff I do stream though, I'm usually I used to be more of a variety. Now I'm kind of gotten into the let's play section of I will play games on stream, finish them on stream, but it's been with like specific kinds of games that aren't super long because I feel like I have commitment issues with games, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, I don't worry, I get it. I've been known for not finishing games.
Except for me on Sunday, I decided to feed my model kit addiction by building on on Sunday, but we don't worry about it.
I saw you build Gundams. That's
Yes,
really cool.
It's cool, but it's a problem, okay? I've built too many of these things.
I do like matchmaking games, and then I do sponsored games, but the only two things that are consistent are my study streams on Mondays where I do hand cams practicing Japanese, and this podcast that I do on Wednesdays. Aside from that, I've been trying to get random other things going. I have a Let's Play scheduled for Monday evenings that has been canceled every week for a month and a half straight.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It is the hardest collaboration I've ever had to do, and I specialize in collabing with people.
Oh my god, a month and a half.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. But yeah. I'm also dabbling into YouTube. I actually plan on buying a year-long subscription to Premiere Pro when I get paid Friday.
Ooh.
The universe is going to fail at stopping that collaboration. Me and Kit are determined to get the dynamic duo back together.
You can only keep them apart for so long.
It's true, you really can.
Facts.
I've been using Premiere Pro for years. Yeah, no, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's like the pun semi-intended, the premier video editing software for YouTubing. But moving on to more questions. Do you guys have any like goals or like any MOs regarding your streaming / content creation style? Like the spirit of what your stuff embodies?
A goal? Well, what I really want is just my own emotes on YouTube.
Oh yeah, how does that... I'm gonna ask how that works later, because I'm curious.
Yeah, YouTube monetization is kind of hard to get, and getting emotes comes with that, and that's like all I want.
And that's
I just
like tied
emotes.
through memberships, and people are a lot less willing to do memberships on YouTube than they are subscriptions on Twitch.
Yeah, but I want my own like little emote. People can chat and use my little face in there, you know?
That'd be pretty cool. We've got some pretty cool Redux emotes. Very happy about them. So your goal, your short-term goal is to get monetization. That way you can provide emotes for your stream.
Yeah, but my other goal is to create more official like mixed covers. Most of my covers are kind of like acoustic, like I just prop up my phone and then record myself. But
like more properly audio mixed or like remixes?
Yeah, right. Like properly audio mixed. So
got it.
Just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bought myself like a proper like singing mic. So I recorded something and sent that off. So hopefully like I get more of those done. But most of my covers were usually just like recorded on my phone. So yeah, those are my long-term goals.
Maybe I'll have to reach out for a theme song from you.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
I am consistently impressed with people who can do music well in
I know, right?
sort of medium.
What about you, Tech or Ice? Do you prefer Ice or Shy?
Ice. Ice is good. Ice is cute. Well, to be honest, I prefer Cube, but
Cube?
everyone just likes to go by the very first word. So I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll just roll with it.
Believe me, I know how that feels. It gets very annoying being called Red 100 times.
I got really confused trying to read your name first. I'm not gonna lie, Redux.
Everyone does. It's okay. Everyone's like, Iceqube, and I'm like, what?
Oh, I had no problems reading your name.
Quebe.
Quebe.
Quebe, Iceqube.
I don't know. I just saw Cube because it started with ice, so it just made sense to me.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
because
bring
I've played.
in the chat.
Maybe it's because I've played Trove before, but like, I'm used to reading that and seeing that and thinking, okay, Cube, easy, no problem. Thank you so much for the follow, Winter. Welcome to the cafe.
I mean,
Anyways,
I guess I'll.
yeah.
Oh, wait. You can go ahead
Wait,
if
you
you
go
want.
first. You can go
No,
first.
no,
And
no,
so
this-
it begins.
Okay, I'll go first. Whatever, screw it. I honestly did not really have a goal starting this. I just kind of was like, you know what, I want to have fun and just do whatever because I got really bored, and then it kind of started spiraling out of control.
Hey, if
we
it
don't-
happens, it happens.
I mean, I'm having fun with it, and that's what matters.
Right.
I don't. Personally, I don't really have many short-term goals. Probably the closest thing to that will be eventually upgrading to a like live 2D model, but that's a bit down the road when I'm able to afford that. So I'm just hanging out for the most part. I just didn't really have a specific idea of, oh, this is how I want to be, and I just ended up being an absolute nightmare.
I want to be a problem is what I just
Absolutely
think of my
psychotic.
goals.
I don't know, when someone said that I give off the vibes of saying they would tease me or mildly bully me, and I'm just like, well,
Wow. Like in the bottom sense or in the like
I don't
abusive
know.
sense?
I guess in like an endearing way, but I'm like, I don't quite understand.
Huh. What about you, Cube?
I don't really have any long-term goals as well. Like, just have fun.
Or
Like,
short-term goals, or like the spirit or MO of your streaming?
yeah. I know that I just wanted to achieve like super comfy space. I really love Lily Pichu, so I was really inspired by what she did.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A lot of people that know me in real life say that I look like her, so
Wow, really?
Like, yeah, my friends will be scrolling through Instagram and scroll super fast, and then they'll have to scroll back up and be like, is that cute? Wait, no, it's not. It's just Lily Pichu. Short term, I know that I really want to get more commission art done because I love people's art. I'm so psychotic over other people's art. I just want to I want to gobble it all. I just want to spend all my money on people's commissions because people are just so
I
talented.
think I've seen you tweet about that.
Yes, I probably have. But yeah, people's art is just so awesome. I also just want to, I think it's a good way to share their like art with the world.
Of course.
But also, like, it's a good like promotion for the both of you, and I just appreciate artists. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are so cool.
I'm so lucky that my sister is also an artist, so she's helped me with so many things.
Man, I
Did she
need.
give you free art?
She gave me my profile, like 3 different profile pictures over the years, so I'm just happy
Aw.
about that.
I need to get in touch with more artists again. My MO, my goal is to, by the end of the year, be able to work this full time and then work another job for a few days a week and give that money to charity. As it stands, what I typically do is I work my job full time and then I give whatever I make from Twitch either to video editors or to charity. As far as like my MO or the spirit of my stream, I would say originally it was to make people happy when they were in a dark place, but I feel like at this point the spirit of my streaming is to prove how easy it is to reach out to somebody even if you feel like you can't. because I'm a very small time streamer. I average less than 10 viewers. I just recently hit 100 followers on Twitter, which is great, by the way. But like,
Hey.
Congrats, man.
all of that,
Congratulations. Yeah.
and I've still done.
Congrats.
Thank you. All of that, and I've still done 11 episodes of this show with 3 different guests, aside from one specific episode with 3 different guests, non-repeating every week. And if I can do that, then you know, your size doesn't matter when it comes to reaching out and making friends. And I feel like that's the best way to encapsulate what I do now.
We are about to be
those
the
are
next
really
Joe
great
Rogan
causes.
experience.
What?
Yeah, that's really impressive. Like,
Thank you.
a lot of good causes, doing
Yeah.
things that are giving messages. Those are great.
Now there are certain propagandists that will say it's to empower the cult that is to worship me as an eldritch deity, but I will let everybody know now. I'm going to perish these thoughts because I am not an eldritch abomination. I'm just a normal guy.
All I'm saying is I don't have a problem with that. You don't have to worry.
True, very true.
It's a callback from last week. That's all. Sky Bonnie has accused me multiple times within that stream of being more than a normal guy. That
all
said,
people
what's
do.
up? What's up? Yeah, I was gonna say. That said, what's everybody's inspiration for their model or their lore or anything else? As we've already discussed, I'm just a normal human coffee shop owner.
Just a normal.
I am. I am.
Can I go first?
Ah, stop.
So my
Ah.
model is you can see is the dog. So I don't have any lore or anything, but the character design I made it off of my dogs. So I had a dog that was like a little brown black dog, and then my other dog is has a little curly tail and long fox ears. So then I kind of mashed the 2 dogs together to make my character design that has black and
That's
tan.
awesome.
And
That's just lovely.
yeah, and then I commissioned an artist to like come up for different outfit designs for my character. So then out of all the designs, I like the one I'm wearing right now. It's like a yukata. So then I guess like from the way I look and also the outfit, I quickly made up lore and I said, oh, I'm a dog guardian. So then that's what I am in my my intro. I'm a little dog
Hey,
guardian.
it works.
Yeah, it's super cute too.
Yeah.
What were the names of your dogs that you took inspiration from?
Oh my dog names are kind of funny. So the little black dog, I can't believe I'm saying this. My little black dog was named Martia, like PewDiePie's wife. Martia.
That's just cultured. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Because I got that dog on the beach side, so then I was like, all right, the sea, right? So I was like, all right, it's Martia. And then my other dog, we adopted her, and her previous name was Na, just N-A. And then when we brought her home, our family tried to come up with other names that kind of included Na in there. So my mom calls her Luna. My dad calls her what do you call her? Banana, and then I call her Tuna.
Oh.
Okay, brief pause. Tech?
It's not my
Is it
birthday.
your-
It's not my birthday. I wanted to say that so bad, but I wasn't gonna interrupt.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Tech.
my birthday is in like
God.
3 months.
Guys, this is supposed to be a VOD. I can't be being persuaded to zoom in on chat for a specific part of the stream when I'm uploading this. For those of you tuning in post on YouTube, I'm not going to do any editing. It's going to be raw footage. If you can't read chat, everybody's saying happy birthday to Tech. Happy birthday, Tech.
No, this is fine. I swear. I feel like with that I'm obligated to go next with this.
Yeah.
So I'll say when I made my model, I had no intention of being a cat boy. I'll be completely honest. I saw the option. I'm like, this is cute, and no one's gonna think I'm a cat boy because I didn't say I was. I was that naive, and then it just went downhill really fast as people started doing that, and I tried pushing back and it didn't work. So I've just given up.
It's like a cult as well. It just happens. Like you just become it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what happened. I had no choice.
Yeah, speaking from experience, cults just happen, whether you want them to or not.
In terms of the artificer bit though, I was just doing a standard building stream, and I hadn't known anything about like, you know, what I was gonna like the theming, I guess. But then someone new came into my chat, and they come in off and on still, and I don't know if it was for lack of a better word at the moment, but they just said an artificer VTuber, and my brain just hooked onto that like it was the thing it needed to live, and I did not stop.
That's super cool though.
Hey, when you find your niche, you find your niche. Like there's no dispute here.
In terms of lore, though, I just went at it like it was a D&D character,
Yes,
like backstory,
oh my god.
and
That's the
it was just perfect because I'm like, I'm just gonna make myself a living nightmare, and then I match it perfectly. So
I love that.
It's a pretty good one. By the way, apologize. I am mildly recovering from something I had last week. I still go through coughing fits over it. But, yeah, that's awesome.
Hope you get well soon.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it. I have to bike to work. What about you, Cube?
I went full steam ahead with mine. Lore wise, I decided when I first saw my model's appearance, I was like, I don't know. She's got a little spirit or whatever thing that is in her lantern, like up my waist. So you know what? I'm gonna make her like some kind of ice witch. And then from there it just grew on to be a cute little ice sorceress who guides people through the afterlife and whatnot. The artist who actually does all my assets and stuff, she has like tons. So she does like backgrounds, she has like little other VTubers that she does. So for example, she created a snail VTuber, a snail VTuber. So I wanted to find a way to incorporate all of those models too, and in the end, I found out like, you know what? Because she's an ice sorceress, she could change her form whenever she wants, and if she's tired, she'll just be a snail. Because why the heck not? Like during my debut, I actually started off the stream as my snail VTuber. Because I was like, jokes on everyone. You thought you'd see a cute anime girl? Nah, I'm a snail. But nah, I did eventually change back. And like I have this other VTuber as well, which acts as like a little spirit friend for me, for Cube herself, who holds like a cute little cat. And yeah, like my backgrounds on my streams and stuff, I like to pretend that they're Cube's little winter cottage. And yeah, I don't know, I just had a lot of fun. Like Tech said, like going at it like it's a D&D character, because I love playing D&D as well. It's just there's so many things that you can do with it. So that's how I got mine. And then I just the inspiration kept going and going, and I was like, this is so cool. And the best part is I could keep everything, like the art style, consistent between all of the like snail VTubers that I have and the little spirit guy, because they all just come from the same person.
Right,
so,
right. No, that's cool, honestly.
Thank you.
I will say that, like, immediately from the jump when you started mentioning, like, an ice spirit that guides people to the afterlife, my head went, like, full gremlin mode, and I was like, Frostlass? Frostlass? The Pokemon? Frostlass? And I am deeply sorry.
No need to be sorry. It's okay.
Okay, cool. I'm not the only one. I feel slightly better now. Remember, anybody is free to ask any questions in the chat if they want. Just don't be, like, weirdly random with it. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull up the list of questions I had. If anybody else wants to ask something, they're welcome to. Oh, also... Oh, okay. Also, Sarcasticism has passed out bingo cards for cafe conversations. If somebody wants to get in the Discord and pull those up.
Oh yeah, wait, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone. Oh, that's actually a good one. What's the most favorite, or at least like, what's the stream that you've done that's had the most compelling memory for you?
I will go first with this. Well, first, I have two. Debut stream was super fun. I think everyone's debut as either a VTuber or a PNG tuber, I feel like that's one of the most memorable streams you can have, because that's, you know, introducing yourself to the world.
Sag, I
Mine
didn't
was
do
super
one.
fun. Like, yeah, like there's always so much like excitement over it and stuff, because the community is just amazing. So that's one. But my second one would probably have to be my Subnautica stream. I have like a deep fear of the deep ocean, so playing Subnautica for 2 hours was like personal hell for me. Even though I know how everything goes in Subnautica, I was baited by one of my viewers to go into the ship, and there's a clip of me on my Twitch where I encounter the Leviathan, and I went into a fit for like half an hour. I did not want to move. They were like, God, it's just a shadow. What do you mean? There's nothing there. And I'm like, are you sure that I feel like, you know, there's a Leviathan here. And there you go. I was screaming so bad. I think it got to a point where my VTuber just stopped working for a bit because I was like all over the place.
I wish I could get scared at horror games like that. I get more scared in like hype action moments in like a fast-paced game than I've ever gotten in a horror game. Like,
really?
I'll be at 1 health in a video game trying my best to dodge, and I will be fearing for my own life in real life over playing a horror game.
I think I agree.
I totally get that. But it's funny, like, Subnautica, I mean, yeah, for me it's just because I hate deep ocean. Oh my god, it's too much for me. But like, your typical horror games, like Resident Evil and stuff, like I'm perfectly fine.
See, the thing is, I've been reading chat and I've heard quite the opposite.
From Resident Evil or from like
from horror games in general?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anybody else want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. The question was the most fun stream I've had, right?
Yes.
So this just happened like a few days ago. It was my Riz GPT stream. I think that was the most goofiest I've ever been on stream. I tried to riz up Sonic the Hedgehog,
Oh no.
Oh my
SpongeBob, and also the Lorax.
Wait.
And
Oh.
Wait. I
Did
saw
you
this.
succeed?
I actually saw this. I saw this.
so I succeeded. So the thing with like becoming their lovers is like it takes like way too long, and I didn't have that much time, right? But I did become friends with Sonic. I became acquaintances with SpongeBob, and I made myself like a challenge to get blocked by the Lorax as soon as I can.
Oh my
And
god.
I got blocked within 2 messages.
What?
And
His name is the
How? What?
Lorax. He speaks for the trees. Now
He
get
speaks
on
for
your
the
knees and
trees.
suck
Right.
on these.
so the first message,
Okay.
Sorry.
you're right. The first message I sent to the Lorax was, "I sent you my wood. Please respond." And they got offended, but for some reason they hadn't blocked me yet, right? So the second message I sent was, I copy and pasted the entire Onceler song, "How Bad Can I Be?" and I just copy and pasted in there, and then after that I got blocked.
Yeah,
Oh
that'd
my
do
God.
it. That would do it.
That would do it. Are there any other characters you personally want to rizz up in in the
Like for real, like
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
like the
Consider
river
as a
for real.
Not as a joke, like in all seriousness.
Oh
In all
my
seriousness?
god, this is not. We've entered the Smasher Pass era of cafe conversations.
Yes.
I knew it was gonna happen eventually. It still never
But-
prepared me for it.
But for real, probably like Leon from What the fuck did I just say?
Hello?
I'm sorry. I meant to say from Pokemon. I don't know why I said SpongeBob. I just
Leon
said
from
like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's changed. I haven't watched this new stuff.
Leon S. Kennedy from SpongeBob.
That's who I thought. I was like, huh.
Lorax.
Why are you guys surprised that I was able to come up with a rhyme like that? You guys know I'm a rhymey guy.
Everyone's talking about smashing Girl. Honestly,
Oh.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Hope has talked about smashing Geralt twice. Nobody else has talked about it.
Nah, you're wrong. I don't know about. I'm just saying you're wrong.
Who would everyone else result?
Uh,
For real.
For real though.
I'm not allowed to answer this. I flirt too much.
So everybody.
Yeah. I don't know.
Everyone, yeah.
I don't know if I'd like voluntarily riz up a fictional character. I do that too often in just like in general in real life. Do you know how many episodes of this podcast have existed where I flirted with at least one person on the show?
Oh my god.
Now it's time to just wait for that moment during this one.
That's
Let's,
why his name is Rizdux.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about this for a second. Let's show this off real quick because Sarcasticism has made a lovely bingo card, and I want you guys to just read a little bit of what is on here. I'm posting it right now. That is way too big.
Can anyone get bingo yet?
Oh,
Why is that so big? Sarcasticism, what have you done?
It's just the cafe convey.
The cafe conver. Check that out for a second. If it's
Oh my god,
if it's
it is
legible,
huge.
if it's legible for you, read each individual thing.
Okay, can you count the Riz for the top right? Like, I just want to ask.
The Riz within to the top
Oh my
right.
god.
Like,
Or-
I know, like, you gotta.
Wait, horny within 30. Okay, horny within 30 minutes can coincide with Rizduxian, yes, but it's typically just horny within 30 minutes.
Okay.
There's a lot. Wait, I just noticed Scuff is a free space.
I mean, like, there's no surprise about that.
Alright. Nobody here's a LewTuber, correct?
No.
Good.
No.
Good. Good.
Not explicitly.
Okay.
Oh,
Not explicitly. Wait a minute.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
But well, you know, look, I haven't actively, like, you know, explicitly want to be one, but I you know, I've thought about it, you know. You can have add a bit of spice, you know.
I say that as instead of say so or unsay so, I'm in the middle and I call that say sus, and that's just where I sit.
I need to join you on
You know
that.
what?
Say sus.
That's perfect. That's a perfect answer to Sky Bunny's question. I am not a LewTuber. I'm say sus.
Yeah.
The
Let's-
say sus gang.
Let's start this wave.
Sus-tuber.
Sus-tuber. Yeah,
I
we're gonna,
can't say
we're gonna
much
leave that
because when I was playing Persona 3, I saw the Persona 3 Portable and I went the female main character route. And I saw
Oh my-
I saw the dude in the relevant room and
Hey yo.
Hey yo,
Listen.
hey yo.
okay, that's my answer. If I were to riz up any fictional character,
Oh, man.
it's Theodore from Persona 3.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. If I were to riz up any fictional character. No, I can't choose her. She's married.
No, you
Well,
can still choose her.
that ain't ever
well-
stopped anyone.
You can still
That doesn't
choose that.
stop anyone.
I feel like
Think
that.
about
I
it.
feel like that should stop more people than it does.
No, think about it. It's just a 1v1, okay?
If it's just a 1v1. Put me on the spot, why don't you? Anyway,
Okay.
we'll come back to this.
Maybe.
Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with everybody right now. I was in the middle of beating Diablo within the hour of this episode starting. I am so far distracted right now. Like,
I'm sure it's fine.
I can't. You know what? There, Lilith from Diablo 4. I would smash Lilith. I would riz Lilith. There we go. There's my answer.
I'm trying to think of who I would result.
In the meantime, I can say my most well, you guys say most fun and memorable. For me, it's most nightmarish, but it's memorable at the same time. Streams.
Same thing.
Honestly, there's one section of time, and the only reason they were so bad was because my sleep schedule was horrible. I was like waking up at like 3 a.m. and then
Oh.
I just like stay up and then I'd stream and then I'd pass out and wake up at 3 a.m. again. It was horrible.
Oh my god.
Hey! The 3 a.m. streams slap. I did that for
No,
like a solid year.
No, I didn't stream at 3 a.m. I streamed at my normal time, and I just forced myself to stay awake through it all. So I was just brain dead. But it was right before I went to Korea for the winter because I lived there half
Oh
the time.
wow.
But I was basically just like, okay, I want to get all these model kits I have done. So I just did what I just called a build-a-thon, and every day I just built, and I was so brain dead. But that's the only reason those are memorable. The other one is probably. Trying to remember. I think the main one recently I did a golf with your friends collab, and that was just hilarious.
Oh,
But
that'd
the one
be so
that's
fun.
the one that sticks in my head the most was when I revealed the maid outfit for the first time for like 300 followers special, and I could not speak the next day because I was screaming so much because I was
Oh
so
my
flustered.
I love it.
Maid outfit for you?
Yes.
I gotta figure out. I gotta figure
Screenshot or
out.
didn't happen?
I mean, I have it in VC face, but I will refrain for now unless it is specifically requested.
If somebody gifts, ow, Okay. I need a second. If somebody gifts we'll say
See, this is
let's
this is
say
the route I should have gone.
we'll say 5 gifted subs within the next hour. I will try to convince Tech to put the maid dress on.
No, I won't. You don't need to convince me because that's money. I should have gone this route. I should have gone this route and extorted my chat to do this.
Hey, that's what I did.
That's how you.
My chat's my chat's
the
getting a maid dress Redux when my 2D model comes through. So.
Oh.
So hi, wife.
the things we do for our community.
It's true.
No, I did it out of complete naivety, just thinking, yeah, this would be funny, and then it hasn't stopped. It's a constant.
So if it's not obvious, the goal of this podcast isn't actually to interview you. The goal is to ask questions and see how quickly the conversation takes its own life. Takes on a life of its own. I keep saying it that way, and that's not what I mean.
Nah, same difference. It's fine.
That's not what I mean.
No, I think we get it. It's okay.
Yeah. That said, we've been doing pretty good so far. I'm just.
We're all a little oaky,
A little OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, what got everybody into streaming in the first place?
That's a great question. I think I started so long ago as a flesh tuber, but I took like years break in between.
Can I just say, I hate how every single webcam streamer turned VTuber always it's like this weird like synchronized thing, hive mind, one brain cell thing, where every single one of us, even if we've never interacted with each other, even if we've never heard the term before, immediately pulls the term flesh tuber when referring to how they used to stream.
I only used that after I learned of it, and then I was like, "This is perfect. It's the right amount of uncomfortable to use."
Flesh tuber.
When are we gonna get bone tubers?
I started that way, but I think it was so long ago that I just don't remember why I started. It was probably just like, this looks cool. Actually, no, I do remember. I remember a friend did it, and I was like, this looks like it'll be fun. And then I started, and then I stopped after a while. And then I saw people being a VTuber. I'm like, you know what? I kind of wanted to get back into streaming, so I might as well do that. And it has changed me and my digital footprint forever. And I have to, I'm going to uni, and they put the thing out where it's just like, yeah, we have stuff on social media, and I'm like, I have to create a personal account if I ever want to follow these, because it's just gonna screw me over.
Like I said, like I always say, if it works, it twerks.
If it works, it twerks.
So it works, so it twerks. You're doing just fine as a VTuber.
That's beautiful.
It's a very beautiful thing to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Slogan, official slogan.
No.
Say that at my wedding, please. I will personally invite you, so you yourself say that.
The official slogan of the Cult of Redux.
That, honestly, yeah, should be. You should have it on like a t-shirt.
Merch drop.
I don't want to keep.
That's merch drop.
I have merch. I just don't want to keep perpetuating this eldritch deity cult
Skip
thing.
ad. Skip ad. Skip ad.
Skip ad.
I need that on a mug. Wake up and have my morning coffee.
Facts.
I'll get to work on designing it. We sell coffee mugs. I sell coffee mugs. It's down there.
But they don't say if it works, it twerks on it, and that's just what I need.
I can definitely get one of those for you. Oh, you put a quote on merch, it has to be the caffeine and sex. Wait, which one was that again?
What? Wait.
No, I remember what he's talking about. I just don't remember the exact line. Cafe Conversations gets wild, yo.
I assume so when you invited Rara on.
Typically, whenever we do it this late, I drink with it.
Wow. Interesting. Have you ever had like a full? Do you ever want to do a full drunk cafe conversations?
I've done something similar. Well, okay, what's the quote again?
Gotta get together
Man,
all
who
the
needs
alcoholic
alcohol and
VTubers
sex
for
when you
this.
have caffeine and sex?
Oh yeah, who needs alcohol and sex when you have caffeine and sex? That's one of the ones I've said.
True.
You got some beautiful analogies right here.
Thank you,
Beautiful
thank you.
statements.
Yeah.
I
need a whole
try.
book of Redux quotes.
Sell a merch book with all your quotes in there.
Jesus. Maybe.
Can you put them on like it's like a motivational poster, like a sunset background. And
Sunset background.
Who needs
Like
who
a
needs
white girl,
alcohol
like quoted, written in the sand.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Can
a
you
cookbook.
spell it out with your hands? So it's like, your each your hands makes the letters, and then put that on the poster.
Eventually, there's just gonna be so many that somebody's gonna make a Redux GPT.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
No, don't say that, because then people are gonna try to riz it up.
Live, laugh,
exactly.
caffeine, sex. Oh god, this is going terrible.
Caffeine, sex, repeat.
I don't see the problem here.
I am Redux, the eldritch abomination known for coffee and sex. Behold my cult and their incantation. If it works, it twerks.
That's beautiful.
No.
That's a work of art. That's amazing.
What do you mean it's not beautiful? I don't know about you.
Exactly.
Oh, this
And then
is
during
getting
the
terrible.
ritual, you have to twerk while you say it, right?
Amazing. Yes.
We have hit almost every beat of every normal cafe conversations. The only thing we haven't done is argue about anime yet.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I guess that calls for an anime conversation. then.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I don't know if you want to pull the pin on this grenade.
But I thought that was the fun of this all.
Yeah.
I thought that was the point.
Sky, if you want to go on that date, go on that date. Sky promises that she's going to make me like One Piece.
Good.
I don't
Great.
like One Piece.
I mean, it's long. I don't blame you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god.
Is that the main reason why you don't like it? Just because it's super long?
The main reason I don't like it is because I've watched like 300 some odd episodes of it, and it was only ever good, not great.
Okay, Sky, I don't hate One Piece. It's just very long. That's not to say I don't hate it. I haven't watched it, so I wouldn't know. It is very long. I have commitment issues to everything.
Look, it will always be, if something takes over 300 episodes to get great, it was never great to begin with.
Interesting.
I think I could like be able to withstand watching that much anime if it was actually like it broke itself up, because that's what happened with Gundam, because I went down the horrible path that is watching so much. I've watched pretty much all of the UC timeline, and I'm like, it's still going. There's new series and new timelines, and it just never stops.
I respect Gundam fans so much because, firstly, I don't like mech anime all that much to begin with, so I could never.
Wow.
You know, it's funny I say that. One of my favorite animes of all time is still a mech anime.
Attack on Titan.
What?
Attack on Titan.
No.
Are we gonna have this conversation?
Okay, no. Attack on Titan is absolutely a mech anime, but that's not what I'm referring to. No, I'm referring to the early 2000s classic Eureka 7.
Oh, Eureka 7?
It's pronounced Eureka 7, but yes.
Yeah, that's on my my plan to watch list, but also a lot of things are on there, and I haven't watched any anime within the past like 2.5 months. So-
Yeah. What's everyone's top anime? Top 3 anime?
Oh, don't do that.
No, no.
Thank you, Horan. Eureka 7 was exactly... It wasn't trauma. It was the perfect coming-of-age story. It was the perfect, like, boy meets girl, childhood puppy love story. It's why I liked it in spite of it being a mech anime.
I respect that. That's very respectable. God. Oh my god. I've watched so much trash anime because I can appreciate trash, and it's a
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to sift through.
there's just so much Gundam.
I'll start. My top 3, but not ranked in order of like number 1, 2, and 3. My top 3 would be Kill la Kill. For the content, obviously.
For the content.
Evangelion. I don't know if a lot of people like that, but that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
My PC is a whole Evangelion build. I love it so much. And the amazing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
I get what's wrong, guys? What?
No, it's fine. I'm not sad.
I'm not sad.
What's wrong with JoJo's?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. I swear.
I've gone down this route. I don't like JoJo's either.
I would like to know why. Why?
Okay, I actually have a valid reason. Now, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
JoJo's is a good anime. The story's cool, but it's exactly as what's described on the tin. It's just weird. It's a bizarre adventure. The story doesn't stick out to me. The characters don't particularly stick out to me. It feels like weird, but still somehow not random. And then the fan base is like if you injected a horny rabid dog with more rabies.
No, that's a perfectly amazing reason.
That's
yeah,
valid.
that's very valid. I don't blame you.
So, like, it turns me away from the show even more. I don't like that kind of humor. To be quite frank, I just don't like that kind of humor in my anime.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's respectable.
It's why I can respect Shin-chan for being a classic anime without ever finding a single joke funny.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. One of my top hated anime, I would say, is probably Sword Art Online.
Fair. First season's fine.
I used to know someone who was like religiously devoted to Sword Art Online, and they were like, this is a masterpiece, this is amazing. And look, I love the concept. It's a very cool concept. It's just poor execution. It was just so it was
Yeah, I love the concept too when they did it 12 years earlier when making the Dot Hack series.
Yes.
Didn't have to do that.
It's true.
It is. Honestly, in terms of favorite anime, I'm gonna leave as much Gundam out of here as possible, but there's one I can't. But in terms of top 3, wait, I'm trying to remember. There was I've played through Persona 4, but the Persona 4 animation.
Don't you dare!
I've rewatched it so many times.
Don't you? No, it's not. No, it's terrible.
Not the Persona 4 Golden animation. The original Persona 4 animation is actually. I told you I can appreciate trash. You have to expect.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Wow.
like I said, for the sake of leaving as much Gundam out of here as possible, I will also say Love is War because that's I don't know.
Oh
that's
no,
I love
fair.
that crap.
I love Lovers War. That's a really good one.
And for a third one, and this isn't like because it's funny or because I appreciate trash. The Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans it probably emotionally destroyed me for a
No,
solid
that's
month
fair.
straight.
Like Iron Blooded Orphans, I've heard plenty of good things about.
Oh, it's really good, and it also made me very sad. I have nothing else to say about it.
Shiba, do you want to weigh in?
I think these are not like the greatest animes I've seen, but these are like my favorites that I would probably watch again just because I love it so much. Clannad After Story.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
I
I
Ooh.
probably rewatched that 3 times and I bawl every time. I just start becoming a pool of tears
That's-
every time.
Everybody
That's
keeps
a
telling
lot.
me to watch Clannad, and I'm like, okay, everybody started telling me to watch Clannad after I finished watching Angel Beats, and you are all sadistic fucks for doing that. You're like, oh yeah, you like Angel Beats? Watch Clannad. Fuck you. Fuck no. I don't want to go through that again. Why the fuck would you say that? Why would you give anybody any sort of like relative thing to a show like that?
Well, for me, Angel Beats didn't really make me cry or bawl like it did for Clannad After Story. So if you do watch Clannad or Clannad After Story, you will like have a heart attack. So
I've yet to watch Angel Beats, and it's a bit of a problem.
it's all right. It's
I
too sad.
typically get emotional when I finish an anime. It's like one of the few things that really does it for me. That
The
said,
ending.
like Angel Beats fucked with me because I watched it at a time when I was very emotionally walled off, and it made things so much worse. It
Oh,
made
man.
totally get that.
it made me completely reclude into myself.
Yeah, I
That's
felt the
just
same
rough.
way with A Silent Voice.
Oh my
that's
god!
good too.
Don't get me
That's good.
started.
Well, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like,
Yeah, Silent Voice has maybe become my favorite movie of all time.
it's so yeah, that's what I bawl my eyes to every single time.
For me, probably like I really like that one, but I feel like Weathering with You still beats it out in my book.
Really? Wow.
I'm a bit younger of a person. Maybe it's that kind of thing, but like.
So I guess if I had to pick a top 3 anime, if we're including movies, which I am for mine, in no particular order except for rank 1, it would have to be Silent Voice, Toradora,
That's good.
Ooh.
and objectively the best anime of all time. And I've gone on a tangent about this. Even though it's not actually my favorite anime, it's objectively the best anime of all time, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, true. No, I can agree with that.
It's fact. It's statistical fact. There is empirical evidence behind this. Because if you look at any top 10 list or any top 5 list for any anime watcher, what's always there? Even if it's not always at number 1, what is literally always on the list? It's Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm going to explain a cardinal sin. I have never watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh no, we gotta fix
So you
that,
gotta
buddy.
get on it. Gotta get on it.
There's tons of things I just haven't watched, and
Dude,
people are very
No.
about it.
No. Like, and when it comes to anime, there's specific ones you have to watch. You have to watch Full Metal Alchemist. It does everything that every other shonen does, but better, and in like a third of the time. It's just fact. It's got pristine world building. It's not afraid to kill characters. I'm not gonna say who. It's got some of the best anime openings of all time. Period. One of the best stories, one of the best power systems, and it's 70 episodes. So
Amazing.
it's very well worth the watch.
Gotta get it good on it. Gotta get on
Yeah,
it.
it's there's so much stuff I gotta get on to just that's on my my plan to watch.
And
I just-
Nah.
And
I feel like
unlike
it.
some shows, you'll get hooked within the first dozen episodes.
Yeah. That's how I feel about mainstream anime as of recently. Recently, like by recently, like last couple of years. Like, I'm not too big of a fan of like MHA
Or and I hate you for that.
or stuff like that. I don't know, not my jam. Maybe it's because the fan base of MHA scares the absolute crap
oh,
out of me.
yep. Same with
like,
Demon Slayer.
I would.
My Hero
I
Academia fans scare me in the Gerard way teenagers scare the shit out of me.
Oh
sort
my
of way.
god! True. So very true. Just, no, they give me the. I get shudders down my spine.
I'm too grown for that. I'm 25 now, man. I can't do all that.
I definitely like a lot more of the older animes compared to what anime is now. Also, what is with anime names getting obscenely long? Yeah.
Yeah.
What what is with that?
I don't understand it.
There's a lot of reasons for it, but I'd like to focus on some like really nice modern ones that are coming out. Bungo Stray Dogs is getting a new season. Big shout out there.
Bungo, yeah. Bungo's very good.
Dr. Stone, goated.
Oh yes.
Also,
Maybe-
another good one.
Maybe the best shonen to come out in years, and it's not even a traditional one. That's another good one. That isn't My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Listen,
That's
I'm gonna
all
throw my
anybody
hat
wants
into
to
the
talk
ring.
about.
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring with the most expected thing from me. The new Witch from Mercury season is pretty fire.
I knew it was coming.
Yes. What else do you expect from
Blue
me?
Lock. Blue Lock is great.
I still need to watch that one.
It's very good.
I'm just the only thing I'm honestly I'm about to stop just not watch out of spite is the final season parts for Attack on Titan. I'm going to lose my mind if there's another final season part.
I haven't watched anything aside from like the first part of the final season that came out like 2 years ago.
I stopped after part 2 because I was getting mad, like kind of mad about it.
I'm gonna
end the anime already. God.
I'm gonna lose followers for this, and I'm not gonna be elaborating. I don't disagree with Aaron Yeager. Moving on, Blue Lock is a great.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
Blue Lock is a great show because it's one of the few shonen animes that's main message is like, hey, you want to be good at what you're doing? Act like the main character. Like that's literally the overarching message of the show. Is that if you want to be like what they're trying to be, you have to have an ego. You have to be like, you have to know that you're at the center of the story. And that's something that not a lot of people hear, but need to.
Like the kid at graduation that did a backflip.
It's like a lot of manga and a lot of anime are like, yeah, use teamwork and understand that you're part of something bigger and this or that. And Blue Lock's like, nah, fam. You're the main character. Fucking act like it if you want something done.
I don't know, man. I just appreciate the stereotypical fight God with the power of friendship kind of vibe. I don't know.
It's that exact message that makes me dislike Fairy Tail.
Oh my god.
It's like I said, I can appreciate absolute garbage. That's how I made it through all 9 volumes of RWBY without falling off.
Hey. If we're talking about that, then only half of that series is bad.
Yes, but yeah. We don't worry about it.
I still gotta watch the new season. I've heard that it's got like strong season 4 vibes.
Oh, the only thing I dislike about it is the opening. People are gonna freaking rip my freaking
I don't
hair
think
out for
anybody
that.
in my chat has watched it.
No, but it's like if any like actual fan knew this, I feel like the loss of one of the music artists screwed with the opening because it just feels like everything just stumbles over itself. Like it doesn't feel comfortable to listen to. I feel like I'm like uncomfortable listening to it. It's not not good.
I want to like harken back to when you guys said that you'd buy a book full of Redux quotes. Fuck that. I need a book of sarcasticism quotes. I can hear a Geiger counter going off whenever I hear the name Ruby. Sarcasticism is the funniest source of content on my entire channel, and I've never even heard his voice.
That is true though. It's like you can. It's like a nuclear bomb is about to go off. If there was that stupid freaking Justice League X Ruby crossover movie that happened like a month or two back. Yes, and there's like Ruby fans on Twitter being like, say it's good so we get volume 10. And I was over here like, this is ass.
I'm sorry. You need to link that to me because I don't believe you.
It's real.
This isn't real.
And it is a part 1.
No.
So they're going to make more.
You're full of shit. I can't.
I'll link you to the website where I pirated it.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's bad, and it came out this year.
Ugh. No shrapnel's been thrown at my head so far. I'm really happy about that.
Not yet. But yeah, there's that nightmare. You can watch that on your own time. I've never been so mad. I feel like I lost years of my life.
Moving on from Ruby.
Yes, please do.
Oh, yeah, okay. I have to talk like this for a little bit. And I'm very sorry.
ASMR.
One of the bigger flaws of my podcast is that I don't turn off channel point rewards during it.
Oh no, get out of my ear! Get out of my ear!
Oh, I actually didn't think. I was joking. I thought it was like someone was in your house and you had to like speak like ASMR.
No, this is
ASMR.
This is a real thing right now.
This is a perk. We've been buffed. Bardic inspiration right now.
I guess. Inspiration. How's everybody feeling?
I don't know.
Nobody's offended or upset yet?
No,
I'm offended that I
chill.
reminded myself of that movie.
Yeah, I'm a little offended that it exists.
I'm the usual sleepy as always.
Has anybody ever called you a cutie pie?
Oh,
It came up in my head the moment I saw your name.
it's
That kind of flirting? Come on,
The,
we gotta figure it out.
the Riz is happening, but
The Riz is happening.
Hey,
Does that
no.
count as flirting?
What?
Please, I can get bingo.
this is counted as flirting. If that's not counted as flirting, then I don't know what it is anymore. No, no one has called me that. You're the first person to call me that.
Well, I'm glad.
This is how we
flattered.
start things.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm sorry if I'm sorry. Shiba,
I'm
Shiba,
sorry,
why are you
period.
moving so far away from me right now?
You're kind of in my ear.
I can't. I can't help that.
I have dog ears. I can hear 3 times, 10 times than the regular person.
Well, that's why I'm talking so softly.
Get out of my ear!
No, I don't know, man. You can talk softly, but if it's like directly into someone's ear, like you're a centimeter away from their eardrum, it's kind of loud.
Okay, what if I spoke this way? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just face the other wall. Face the other wall.
Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah.
Can you put on a mask, please? It'll muffle it. I swear I'm not a bully.
They went quiet.
God.
Again. There we go. Sorry, my mic disconnected. What were we talking about?
Oh,
I don't even remember now.
oh.
It got
We need a
weird.
topic to talk about. Actually, wait. I have a question.
Yes?
Is everyone here from NA?
Except for you, yes.
From as in like currently there? Cause
Yeah.
like, okay, yes.
Interesting.
Cause
Okay,
I'm technically from South Korea, but like
Oh, okay. Here's my follow-up question. Is my accent super I just realized Redux is actually turned around.
going to timeout, young man.
Okay, there we go. I can hear again.
Corner of shame, Redux.
I keep moving my mic trying to turn my head. To answer your question, Radar, my favorite chest opening is the Sicilian defense.
I don't know. I kind of like the intercontinental ballistic missile approach.
I don't believe that's an opening that I've heard of before.
It is for me.
That's Tech's opening. What do you mean?
That's my opening. I created it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's copyrighted. Yeah. Anyways, I meant to ask: is my accent like super like different? I don't know.
Yes.
I've been yes.
Yeah.
I mean, in like technically yes, but I've been around enough people with a kind of like UK British accent
Yeah, that's
to
fair
be
enough.
used to it.
Absolutely not, because my video editor is Australian.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It
Now,
would
what kind of
be
Pokemon
if
do they
she
have down there?
wasn't always gone until I have to go to bed.
Yeah, it's the time zones.
She is 16 hours ahead of me.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Yeah, it makes collabing a bit scary when you're all the way in the future.
Oh god, that's me tomorrow. I gotta be up by 8 a.m.
You'll have to thank Shiba for that one, actually. Shiba, you're the one that said that you couldn't make it until later, right?
Yep. I have
Yeah?
work.
I am actually grateful for you.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would have been up at like 6:30.
Yeah, otherwise
in
it
the
would have
morning.
otherwise it would have happened a few hours earlier.
Cube, you could have also just said yourself, "Hey, can I do this time because I'm in a different time zone?"
That's true, you could have.
I'm people pleaser, okay?
I was gonna say, I have a sneaking suspicion she wouldn't have.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy that's the vibe I give off.
I can give the advice to do that, and I won't take it myself.
Anyways, ASMR
Yeah,
over.
exactly. Oh, thank God.
I got it. I got it.
What, you don't like it?
No.
Hmm.
No.
This is
No.
but in the most like just nice way possible. No.
No.
So my other two favorite anime. Okay.
Right?
Gintama, just because I think it has
Ooh.
everything possible that a good anime should have: comedy, action, and heartfelt moments. And I think Gintama has all three of those and does it really well. And then my other favorite anime is a sports anime, and it's Iceqube 21.
I have never heard of that. Wow.
I've never heard of that one either.
Wait, what's it based? Is it like what sport
It's
is it? What's...
American football.
Oh my god!
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Now this
Very
is
interesting.
interesting.
Huh.
No one knows?
You know, I think I think I've actually seen this one before. Not like all the way, but I've seen clips of it.
So good. It's so good.
I'm
I
gonna
read it twice
it
as
up.
well. It's really good.
This
When you
didn't
said
work the
like
way I thought it
sporting
would.
anime, I just like expected the like Haikyuu or I don't know other sports animes.
The other sports animes where they fondle balls. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, so not Hinomaru Sumo.
No.
That's an anime. Oh my.
Bro, I'd watch an anime of sumo. I was about to explain that in a very different way. I shouldn't do that.
Hey, Hinomaru Sumo is one of my favorite anime. It's
Like,
good.
no, I'm sure that's fine. I was just saying because of my age, I shouldn't say what I was about to say.
Oh yeah, please don't.
Please.
No, it
please.
wouldn't get you banned. It'd just be a little bit too sus.
Can't have the sauciness.
On the subject
It's
of
so
sus.
funny. It's so
Uh,
No,
funny.
what is on the subject
Okay,
of
hey,
sus?
I'm going
Yes.
somewhere with this.
Let him cook.
I need to figure out like a community night game for me to try to get as many former Cafe Conversations guests as I can in one show. The problem is I know I would easily get well over 10 people for that. So I need something that could host like 30 people.
Oh.
Crab
has-
game.
Yes.
I've
wait,
never
wait,
played it.
That's actually
Wait,
really
hold on.
good.
Okay.
I've never played it.
Oh yes, you're going
I
to
would
now.
love
You're going
to be in
to.
a crab game. Oh my god. I haven't played that forever.
Can we just have
I forgot
Cafe
it
Conversations
existed.
Battle Royale?
Cafe Conversations
Wait,
Battle Royale.
That doesn't sound too bad, honestly.
Oh my god. it's
Because we're in every Cafe Conversation episode is 2v2.
It's just
technically
my
a team.
It's just Minecraft Battle Royale, but with all the different guests.
It's gonna be like 2012.
Or
with
Minecraft Hunger Games, yeah.
Wait, I love that. Who
Shout
doesn't want
out
that?
to the original Battle Royale. The Cafe Convo platform fighter.
That's that.
What kind of fighting game character would you all be? I will make that. Sarcasticism
I'd be the
is
one-
in game deving.
I'd be the one where you can like spam an attack and it just get really annoying.
I'd be the one with a really annoying recovery.
I'd be the set play character.
I haven't played many fighting games to know their.
Radar
why
wouldn't
not?
even be a character, he would just be the Pikmin for Olimar.
If we're talking about what character from like Super Smash, Isabelle probably.
Aw.
Kirby. Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, that's a good topic. I'm gonna segue into favorite games. Like what games do we all like to play?
Oh no.
yeah. Oh no.
I mean, like, I think you've already seen some from me, Cube, about Persona, so I'm not even going to
True,
explain that. But the problem is, even if I segue into my other favorite game, it's still a JRPG and it's
Of
still
course.
turn-based. It is the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel series, and it has sucked up 400 hours of my time,
Oh my
and will probably
God.
continue to do it more if I
You-
play through New Game Plus.
You would very much like my friend Yoite, who's not here right now, but he is so obsessed with the Legend, with the entire thing, like the Trail series.
I have built a model kit from the series, and it cost me $50.
He bought me Trails in the Sky, for me to play, and I never did.
Not like I would say that's
Interesting.
disrespectful, but the thing is, I've played through Trails in the Sky, and it's just not as much of my cup of tea as the Cold Steel because it's older. So I'm not gonna be mad about that. I just
play a
love the
lot of
puns
games.
I just love the puns for when you like romance a character.
I mean,
It's the achievement.
I really do play like a lot of games. I play anything that can be like construed as challenging.
Mm. Shiba, what about you?
Well, before, because I only had like the Wii and the PS2 for the longest time before I had a PC, so I couldn't really play like any story games like until like Steam was released, right? But I played a lot of like online MMORPGs, and then my favorite like PS2 game was Okami.
Oh,
Oh, that's a great one.
Ooh.
I really like story RPG type of games. Like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii as well, and then like Sonic Unleashed and things like that.
I
Um,
loved Sonic Unleashed.
yeah,
Oh my god.
It's my
That was
favorite
lovely.
Sonic game.
yeah. So, yeah, I play. I like a lot of like those types of like story RPGs, and then, but I did spend a lot of time like growing up playing MMORPGs, particularly from Nexon. So, like Maple Story, Mabinogi, Vindictus,
Ooh,
things like
okay.
those. Yeah, I spent probably like 8 to 10 years playing like those MMORPGs.
No, I mean those are some pretty
Damn.
those are some pretty popular ones. I haven't heard about Maple Story in forever.
Yeah,
It's weird. I've
definitely.
heard stuff about L Sword more recently than I have Maple Story.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in ages.
Oh yeah, Elsword was pretty popular back then too.
Yeah.
Sarcasticism, I'm not gonna be mad. I am gonna be disappointed though.
Yeah, that's that is the exact same thing for me. I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed. Like
That is very much an L.
for the only Sonic game, you could have chosen much better.
It's true. Oof. I feel like Radar is a bad influence on my moderator.
Got
Whose-
stuck on the
whose man's is
tutorial.
this?
No, then you didn't play a Sonic game.
Yes. Okay, to be fair, Black Knight was just that bad.
Listen
Really?
though, Sonic
that bad.
Sonic with a sword though, that's like a that, like 8-year-old me was hyped.
It was a little cool in the commercials, and then I forgot it existed because ADHD and object permanence.
Ugh. I would say though, in terms of video games, I think the modding community in games is big, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the modding community I love the most, not because it's the best, but just because I love the most, is Left 4 Dead 2's modding community.
that's classic.
I don't think any other game I can replace a creature in the game with a literal just 3 model of a metal pipe, and then replace every sound that creature makes with the metal pipe falling meme sound.
Left 4 Dead 2's modding community is the modding community equivalent of iFunny.
It's so good. It's so good. I freaking oh my god, for the smoker, I gave the voice lines from like Markiplier to it, so whenever it like goes to spit its tongue out at me, it just says "fuck you," and then I just get freaking terrified.
Like, let that sink in for a second. Most modding communities are like, let me add new enemies, a new boss, maybe a new weapon. Left 4 Dead's modding community is like, hey, new skins and sound effects.
I mean, what other
True
game can I
and
change
true.
the pickup sound to Walter and that's it?
Yeah. Walter.
That's what I did. And I can hear it. It's just Walter in the distance as my freaking friends come to catch up.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have to pick someone up really quick. I can if you're all still here in 15 minutes, I will be back.
Okay.
Definitely.
Take care and be safe.
Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay.
Zoom.
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 I've been watching too much of The Flash, like the CW show, and it's
Oh,
kind of bad, but
no.
it just reminded me of that.
Oh. Oh, not the
Don't do
CW.
that.
Oh no! I started like months ago, and I'm in too deep to stop now. I'm on season 8, and I
No,
can.
you
I
aren't.
can. Yes, I am. It is so bad, but I can't stop now
stopped-
because I'm too close.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are you watching it without watching any of the 5,000 other CW series that are canon to it?
I
Is
just
that's the
ignored,
exact
I
thing
ignored
that-
their existence.
That's the exact thing that made me stop watching it, because I would be like, I'm watching Flash. Oh, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 4 or part 9, Part 2.3. Watch the other parts on the other shows. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Honest, for half of those like crossover episodes, I would just skip over them. And then it's because like the only one where it matters, it like actually might matter is I don't know if it was on Infinite Earths or whatever one that like the one after like the one after something, I don't remember what name of it, whatever, Crisis on Infinite Earths, whatever it was. Like that was the only one I watched across the episodes for, because it was the only one that left a lasting impact. And the rest I just ignored.
Well, didn't like every other crossover event lead into the other crossover events?
Oh yeah, exactly. If you have to watch them in order across different shows.
No,
and I just ignored them.
What I mean, like, is like, you know, they did the crossover event like mini series across the multiple shows, but they did one for like each season. And every time something happened in one of those, it carried over into consequences that occurred in the next crossover thing in the next season.
Yeah, but I just chose to ignore that and then realized, oh yeah, this probably happened in the previous one, and was like, okay, whatever, and that was it. Like,
fair. I don't know. I feel like I unfairly miss certain things when it's like I'm watching Green Arrow and then the Flash comes on scene and it's like, yeah, I know Supergirl, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, yeah, fucking like, who?
The freaking there was like one scene that led into like the crossover with Supergirl and the Flash, and I was just like, oh yeah, that must have happened then, and then just moved on. I just don't care. I'm just like, let me watch run fast.
I don't like being left out of the loop on things. I'm like, what are they talking about? I have to know.
I don't know, man. I'd just be chilling for half of it. And then and then I see something, I'm like, man, that's bad, and then I just keep watching.
That's
like I
bad.
Said, I can appreciate trash.
It's a very unique skill.
Yeah, unless it's like model kit wise, because then I will. I don't appreciate it. I get very mad at it.
Oh shoot! I was checking my work schedule to see when I worked, and then never checked my work schedule. Thank God I come in at 11 tomorrow. That means I can sleep in and stay up late.
That's what you'd love to see. I don't have that luxury.
I work 42 hours a week. I'm allowed to stay up on my days off. Especially because my days off aren't even days off. The worst part is my job knows that I stream because I've made money off of it and I had to put it on my resume in order to get the job.
No.
So they're accommodating for my days off. But, like, they're well aware that even on my days off, I'm still working.
That's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I have a couple of friends in real life that know what I do, and it's a bit of a problem.
Only management knows. Like, the coworkers, I'm like, yeah, I still got to work tomorrow on my day off. And they're like, oh, yeah, what do you do? And I just immediately respond with, I work from home. And if they try to push it, I move on. I literally just walk away or like do something else.
Yeah, you have that luxury. I don't. I have to deal with being like going over to a friend's place and they're like, "Hey, what's up, cat boy?" And I'm like, God, you.
Well, it kind of backfires because I'm convinced some of them think I do porn.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think that's a backfire. That's just more. That's just increases how funny it is.
It's very interesting. I'm pretty close with the people I work with at my place, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be streaming tonight. Like a lot of them, like I'll go into work sometimes. It'll be like, oh hey, how's your streaming going? And I'll be like, oh it's going, it's it's pretty good. So mine's more of a like I'm not too strict on like how I tell people. It depends though. Like if people ask, I'll say, I guess.
I wish I had that choice because I guarantee I'm gonna meet new people in college or like at uni and they're gonna be cool, and then my friends are gonna just ruin it.
Yeah,
I totally understand.
That's my biggest problem. I'm like, yeah, I don't want people to know. I don't care if people know that I'm a streamer. I'm a little more apprehensive about the fact that I'm a VTuber.
Like I don't even have like for me I like you said I don't care about the streamer part. What I do care about is that they know I'm a VTuber. But if I was just a normal
Yeah,
VTuber, don't
exactly.
have
It
any
wouldn't
ears
matter.
or anything, like if I didn't have the whole Catboy thing going on, it would be fine. But what makes it
Yeah.
worse is I have that going on, and then now my community has made it constant with the freaking maid outfit thing. So
Yeah.
I've shoved myself into a corner where things just are not good.
You made your box, now eat it.
Eat it? Wait a minute. I'm going to eat a box. That's a, you know what? It's probably not too far off. I've actually drank paint water before, so.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. We've
Was
hit
it was
cursed.
it the classic like
We hit cursed food and cursed past stories in one.
Oh, okay. In terms of like the accidentally drinking paint water, it was back when I lived in China and I was like 4 maybe. And my sister is like, she's an artist and she was back then too. But for paint, she used the standard drinking water cup that we had.
yeah,
So
I figured
I
it'd be
just
like this.
mistaked it, and it was yeah. But I like how you want to list that under like cursed backstory stuff, because I have much worse. I think when I was leaving China, some dude had to fake his death, and
Oh my goodness.
my mom was in the
Yeah.
Japanese yakuza a little bit at one point in her life.
Whoa! You've been like you're around the place. Do you travel a lot?
Well, like I said, I'm from Korea, so I visit there
Yeah.
often. But I don't travel like too many new places that often. But yeah, I've had a lot of stuff happen. Probably the most sus one is when I say that my mom was my dad's English language teacher, but my dad was, they were still around the same age at least.
Damn.
I mean, that happens.
Like, yeah, it happens. But then I learned that my dad had like an arranged marriage thing going on. He was just like, nah.
What the heck? I feel like
It gets weirder, right?
Yeah,
It gets
I feel like
weirder
it gets
every
crazier
time.
and crazier.
It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't. I don't know how to describe. I don't know.
Tech's bizarre adventure. For real. Right there.
I don't know. After I came back from Korea in like 2020, because actually not 2020. After that whole fiasco thing happened, there's more reasons why I went there, but those I think aren't ones I'm going to share.
So we've had two different show series able to be made from guests from this so far. We've got Iceqube from a few episodes back, whose life was just a living sitcom where he's always the butt of a joke and getting hurt.
No.
And then we have you, who's just a walking soap opera.
Exactly.
No, you're a walking K-drama, literally.
I came back from Korea and I was like, yo, I learned how to actually dress nice. And then people were like, why are you looking like you a main character? And I'm like, what?
No, that's what it is. Dressing nice is just being the main character, for real.
Exactly. I got tired of getting judged Korea.
Yeah, they're really big about fashion there, aren't they?
Oh yeah, massive. But there's a lot of things that are big there that are kind of weird. I mean, like you got some cool things, but then I don't know. The Korean people are so like, how in Japan they have like the giant like 1-to-1 scale Gundam statue type things.
Kind of.
In Korea they would do that, where it's like to have a big statue of a Gundam, but they decided no, we don't like the Japanese thing, so they were like, let's make a there was an old anime called Mazinger or something like that. Korea made their own version of it. Called like Taekwon V, and so instead they're like, instead of a Gundam statue, which is much well known, let's make a 1-to-1 statue of our rip-off Mazinger mech and put it somewhere in Korea. And I'm like, why? It's hilarious though. I love being there, at least when I wasn't nocturnal for schoolwork during COVID, but you know what, we don't worry about it.
I was wondering why I was so tired, and then I remembered I've been up since 4 a.m.
Bruh.
Jeez.
It is 6:40 for both of us right now, dog.
Yeah, it is.
It has been almost 15 hours.
It's okay. I've done so many 24-hour streams and subathons and stuff. I can talk in my sleep while streaming.
Streamer through and through.
No, literally, we had a subathon recently, a couple months ago, and I streamed for 29 and a half hours straight.
Oh my god.
Damn. Why? I can barely make it to 5.
True, that's what I'm saying.
Motivation.
My average is like 2 to 3 hours, dog. How do you make it past the 10-hour mark?
That's just my average.
Actually, I've figured out tips and tricks for that. So I've started, when I'm doing a 24-hour stream or something that I know is going to keep me awake for at least that long, I start the stream at night. I sleep all day.
Yeah.
Like I invert my sleep schedule and start it at night because those first 12 hours are the easiest to do. So if you do them at night into the early AM, when you won't have many viewers, then when you're starting to feel tired and like run out of motivation, the viewers will be waking up and they'll tune in and you'll get your second wind and you will feel a lot more motivated.
Interesting.
Psychology majors.
Don't even get me started about the third and fourth wind.
Or
the golden wind.
I don't even think there should be any wind. I think I will start off with just start off, and then if I'm dead, I will just go to sleep.
Really? I made that one for you, JoJo fans. You're not gonna respond right now?
I noticed it, but I had.
Oh yeah. Wait, I just got it right now.
choose to acknowledge it.
That's messed up.
Remaining willfully ignorant. That is just the best way to go right now.
That's so messed
It
up.
was a good one. It was a good one, Redux. It was good.
I don't need your sympathy.
Joe joked.
You may not need it, but you could still have it.
JoJo detected, take the shot.
It's like going through TSA. Sir, we've detected some JoJo in your bag. Mind if we take a look?
It's fucking canine drug unit starts biting at my bag. It's just a Jotaro action figure.
There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
It's legal in my country, I swear.
I remember when I was coming back from Korea in 2021, I wanted, because I didn't have a computer in America yet. I shipped mine from America to Korea, but I couldn't do it back because of weird customs thing. So I was just gonna make one here, and it worked out wonderfully. What was hilarious though is I brought back my old GPU, and the thing is that's in an anti-static bag in the box. Problem with that is on the scanners that just shows up like a black void.
Yeah.
Like as if you're hiding something.
Yeah.
So they had to tear through my entire luggage because they were like, what kind of bomb are you hiding? And I'm like, no, it's nothing.
Oh my god.
You always got to be wary of those. Anything that you think is going to show up wrong on those bags, you pull it out ahead of time and show them.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to do that. Half of which is because despite being born in Korea and visiting there often, I don't speak Korean.
Oh.
So I couldn't really do much about that. It's still hilarious though, because I tower over everyone there, and it's just a.
Oh yeah, I've heard Koreans are not that tall.
I've heard I intimidate people because I have apparently what my family describes as sharp eyes, and you still have to wear masks there. So all you see is my eyes and how tall I am, and then apparently people are scared of me, according to my sister and dad.
That is a thing in like Korea and Japan, huh? Like they're very big on like the way that they're very big about judging off of initial appearances.
I'm not 7'2". Don't let that guy lie. Don't let him lie.
All we know is that Cube is tiny.
Yeah, I'm
Cube.
the tiniest.
Don't worry, I know someone who's just 5 foot. So
I know somebody that's
Little.
4'10.
Well, I'm not that far off it then.
yeah, but you're still taller.
I know somebody that's 4'10.
What? How? Like, is it 4'8" when they are legally classified as dwarf? I don't remember.
Really?
I don't know.
I'm classified as gremlin, so.
You are. I literally saw a height chart thing on Twitter at one point that was like, fucking, a certain amount of height, like I think 5'8" through 6 feet is cryptid. 6 feet and onward is eldritch abomination.
Oh, that's lovely. I
like
love to hear that. I'm
5 feet through 5'4" is gremlin, and then lower than that, I forget what it was. It was either like dwarf or oompa loompa or something.
Oompa Loompa.
Dude,
As a
being
4'10"?
tall sucks.
I mean, it does. Like, as I sit on a plane and then my knees get freaking crushed like a hydraulic press when the dude in front of me decides it's time to lean back now.
No, there is nothing great about being tall. Let's talk about it for a second. Fucking physical appearances are going out of style, so nobody cares if you're tall anymore. It's not an attractive quality anymore. Everybody will ask you to reach something for them, and you're obligated to do it because you can. You're too big to fit in small hiding spots that you were small enough to fit into as a kid, whereas small people can still just do it. Even if you can't reach something as a small person and there's no tall person around, you can still climb. That's a thing. You can't just shrink as a tall guy. Bending down hurts more. So we have to bend down further. And every short person in the world blames us for their problems, even though they're getting the better deal.
We're angry because we're just closer to the devil. We're
You're
closer to hell.
you're under the devil's influence. What?
Yeah, because we're closer to hell in that way. Have you not heard of that? Short people are so angry all the time. I am angry all the time, for real.
Yeah, no, fuck your short entitlement.
You don't gotta do that, dog.
I'm tired of it.
I don't know, man. I'm just chilling.
Viva la revolution.
The only good thing about me being tall is that my sister is older than me, and I am taller than her by a considerable amount. And that's all I care about.
My little brother's taller than me now, which is terrifying.
Exactly. Like, listen, because you could say, well, I'm older than you, and I'll just, my sister will say that, and I'll say, well, I'm taller. And then there's just, what do you do against that?
My little brother ever tries to do that, I'll be like, well, I can still kick your ass.
Listen, I would never do that to my sister. I do too much for her, and she does too much for me.
My little brother is in his teens now. Equal rights, equal fights. Yada yada yada. If he wants to square up, I'll put the boxing gloves on. It's good.
And you guys are not in the same weight class, if that's the case.
He is actually the same size as me.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's like 6'1" and heavier than me.
Then that is within tournament regulations. Okay, we're good.
I will judo flip the hell out of him.
I heard a Discord.
I heard a
notification. You
Discord
can't hide that.
notification too.
You can't hide it. Who is it? I'm not shaming anyone. I swear.
I mean, if we both heard it, then logic dictates that it was Cube.
I didn't hear
Or-
it, so
That means
Or
it
it
was.
It might be Shiba because I see their Discord lights up.
Oh, maybe. I forgot Chiba was still on the VC.
Man, I can't believe you do that, man. That's not cool.
hopefully she come back soon.
They'll come back eventually.
Yeah, it's always a matter of time.
Well, being tall sucks. Like, end of conversation. You're more privileged if you're short.
If you don't mind, I need to go get some more water because I kind of forgot to get that. I
Yeah.
just got snacked earlier.
We'll all take a brief intermission. I'm gonna rest my eyes for a single minute. We'll all reconvene in 60 seconds.
Okay.
You have
Countdown
60
starts.
seconds. Yeah,
Countdown
timer starts
in
now.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's good being able to lean back without worrying about my body breaking on camera. Oh, stretch time! How are you, Cube?
I'm alright. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. I'm doing fine. Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, it's been such a good experience.
I'm glad.
I'm so eepy all the time.
Well, you have a valid reason to be eepy. It's morning for you.
Yeah,
I
we're
just
reaching
unplugged
on
my headphones,
11
so give me a
a.m.
second. Go ahead.
We're reaching on 11 a.m. right now.
Oh, that means my editor's about to be awake.
Let's
Oh, good morning to
go.
them. Well, let's go.
It's definitely not almost 7 p.m.
10 minutes till.
9 minutes and oh nope, about to be 8 minutes and 5 seconds. There it goes.
Oh, you're one of those high
No.
schoolers.
No, I swear. I just do that because I'm like, I can see it and it's just kind of dumb.
I did that in high school. I had this thing where, like, I would walk out of my classroom if we were all lining up for the door, like if everybody was ready to go and just leaving at the bell. I would walk out of my classroom 5 seconds before the bell rang every time.
And that's just
Wow.
hilarious. I wouldn't do that.
I had the bells
because-
synced because the bells were automated. I had the bells synced up with my watch. It was great.
I don't know, man. I wasn't in normal high school. I was in an early college thing. So the first year I went in person for just high school classes. Second year was COVID.
Oh,
And then since then I've just been in college classes.
Jesus.
I
Yeah,
went through
you're
hell
part
with
you're part
calculus.
of the COVID class.
Yeah.
The COVID class.
Yeah, the generation of high schoolers that went through pretty much the entirety of their high school during COVID.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm proud of all my classmates. What I'm not proud of is the people that dropped out because it was too hard. Because I was over here during COVID, I was in Korea, but I had to go in like Zoom classes, which are in American time. So I was awake from 11 p.m. to like 6 a.m. every day. And then people were like, I need a mental health break, and then just didn't do school for 2 months straight, and then complained when they had to get their work done. I was like, I got a little bit mad because
Ah. Yeah, people talk about being class of 2020. They meant class of 19, just a different kind of 19.
you don't gotta do that, dog.
Oh my god.
Man, I don't even know. I'm just happy it's over, and then I will go through hell in college, but that's okay.
That's the way.
And what are you thinking about majoring in?
Oh, I know. I've known for a while at least what I'm going to go into first. That may change over time. I'm going to try electrical engineering, and that's probably going to be a mistake. But you know what? We're going to try.
Oh, interesting.
I'm one of those dudes who is like, I originally thought computer science, and I'm like, nah, there's too many of them. So
Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you.
Don't do sarcasticism like that.
There's too many. There's so many of y'all.
Like I still like computer stuff, which is why I was like, well, I can do electrical engineering and then do a concentration in computers and stuff.
You're gonna give my moderator a crisis.
So I did that, but one of my friends was just like, I'm thinking about comp sci, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do, mainly because A, I like the hardware aspect of it more, and B, there's a lot of like computer science majors, and he was like, yeah, that makes sense. So now I've converted another dude, unless he starts hating it.
He's got finals.
That's so funny.
Listen, you'll do fine, and you can still get great work as a computer scientist. It's just not for me.
Sarcasticism, I'm sorry, man.
No, just think about all the amazing video games that you'll create, as long as it's not from EA.
So, have you started college?
No.
Turbo Wave, thank you so much for the follow.
Yo, Turbo? Sheesh. My man.
Sheesh.
Love that guy.
Am I allowed to ask when you start? Like,
Yeah, for uni I start in the fall in August, and that's gonna be hilarious because I start and then I have to move in first, and then my classes start.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that my earliest class is at 9 a.m. and not 8, so I'm happy about that. The bad part is that those classes are on the other side of campus, and it's a downhill walk to them, and then an uphill walk to my dorm.
Sarcasticism, I know how to make you feel better. I will give you permission in this moment to time out any one person in chat.
You can time me out. I'm not in chat.
That's privilege.
It's gonna suck, but also the good thing is that I got a solo dorm, and they're the same. They're the exact same size as the duo dorms, just without the extra bed. So I just get a lot of space, and it doesn't cost that much more. And also, instead of like, for some reason, my sister goes to a different university. For their bathroom situation, it's like one bathroom for each floor, pretty much, I think.
Oh no!
And everyone has to share it. For me, just two rooms next to each other have a bathroom, and then you can just lock it. So, so I'm like, this is just lovely. I don't have to share a bathroom with like 30 other people.
That's privileged as hell.
It's not. That's just how it should be. That's how it should be.
American college is just so fascinating to me because in Australia it's so much different. Like, well, a lot of like where I am right now, because I am in university, there's like, it's almost like dorms and stuff, but not really. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like off uni accommodation. Like the place I stay in is only students. You can only that's the only requirement, student only. But I don't know about you guys. Rent here is so bad right now.
I mean, we have a lot of like subletters, like homeowners that will happily rent out exclusively to college students. Yeah. Especially in college towns. But we don't have any like formal infrastructure in place for that.
Okay. Is as an Australian, is frat like a part of college? What the heck is a frat house? Like, I don't understand that. I have this conversation with my partner, and I'm like, "What? This is disgusting." Is that a college/uni thing?
It is, but it's horrible. Like I'm not a part of it, and I never will be. But from what I've heard, it's just lots of hazing, and like the main aspect of it is people saying you get. The main aspect I hear people say is like, "Oh, you can get connection and you can network with people." But I'm like, is that worth dealing with the hazing to be put into one?
Okay, from what I've heard, it's gotten a lot like more moderate and like more acclimating over the last few years. Like, it's gotten a lot more progressive.
Is it like you all like a frat house? Is like if you're a part of that frat, do you stay in that one house or like?
I think
Like,
you
I'm confused.
can. I don't think you
Yeah?
have to.
Like you can like does everyone a part of the frat live there? Because like I don't know. I just know it's one big house, and I'm like I see the craziest things on the internet.
For me, when I drive past the place, because I just moved to the town I'm going to university in, or the city I'm going to university in. I drive past. I don't think they're big enough to house enough students like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's either there's like the main couple people can stay there, and the rest don't have to stay there or can't.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, but I'm not quite sure. But all I will know is that when I was in orientation and the one dude was just like, get involved with Greek life, which is sororities and fraternities. In my mind, I was like, no, I don't want to.
I feel like I would have accepted the opportunity to join a frat back when I was in college.
Really? That's so interesting. We have nothing like that here in Australia.
Because like Horton's got it pretty right these days. Like in the last decade or so, it's really just an excuse to get friends together and drink. Hazing isn't really a thing anymore. You can do it like as a ritual, but most of them are very opt out.
For me, the place I just moved into, I'm literally like, after the first 2 years of college, my mom's gonna move back to Korea, and I'm just gonna be on my own, and I'm just gonna rent out the rooms to my friends, and then it's just gonna be chilling. But I'm not gonna let this place turn into like an actual frat house with parties.
You say that now.
No, you say that like I enjoy going out to parties. Large groups of people are just not my thing.
I just met you.
But like I genuinely, I'm just like, if you want to go to a party, go to some other place. I just can't. My brain can't deal with it. Large groups of people, bigger than like total 5 people, are just not. I can't. It's just.
Yeah, I don't know. Like American sorority culture has always been so interesting to me as an Australian, because we just don't have that. Like,
yeah.
And the concept to me is just so foreign. Like, also like the way schools work over there, I'm just like, damn.
Oh yeah, schools work very differently. But like, I will say, it's always been like this sort of like, how do I word it? This fantastical in nature. It's always been fantastical in nature because like I'm a pretty social guy and I can hold my own with alcohol, but I've never actually been to a party.
Yeah.
Like I've never been to a house party. I've never been to a frat party. I've never been to a concert.
I've never been to a house party before.
Also, yeah, sororities are like secret witch covens.
Oh, wait, are they different? Is sorority and frat different?
Sororities typically tend to be more professional, firstly, but also creepier.
And frat is like casual.
Yeah. Casual. Frats are like an excuse to drink with the bro. Sororities are like, they almost put themselves in a sort of secret society sort of fashion for no reason.
Oh yeah.
But then there's also like the other distinction that a lot of people make, which isn't exactly fully true, of like fraternities are for dudes and then sororities are for girls, which I don't think that's entirely true. I think it's like just what's more commonly seen is that there's more dudes in fraternities and more girls in sororities, but I'm not sure. With
the breaking down of gender norms, I think it's become less true, but I'm pretty sure generally still it's frats are for guys, sororities are for girls.
That's so interesting.
Fraternities are brotherhoods and sororities are sisterhoods.
At least that's how it's been, so I don't know. I'm not the one in uni.
Is there anything you guys want to know about what it's like in the upside down?
I haven't been to school.
Have you learned to catch the Pokemon you call animals?
I haven't been to school in 8 years, so I don't really give a fuck.
I definitely ride kangaroos to school.
Now that would be sick if they wouldn't just drown you in the nearest lake.
Oh my god, that's like the worst fact I've ever learned about animals, is that a kangaroo will just stand in the middle of a lake trying to taunt you to get in and then drown you. Oh, welcome back,
I'm
Shiba.
sorry. I'm
Welcome
sorry
back.
that took so much longer than I thought it
You're
would.
fine.
Don't be sorry.
We're just chilling. That's all right.
No, Horan, it's a real ass thing. Cube, confirm.
With that
Kangaroos.
kangaroo.
Yeah, kangaroos will like stand in the middle of a lake if they feel cornered and then just drown you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they also like, hop up on the legs and then just fight you. Have you guys seen photos of like buff kangaroos?
Yes.
They're terrifying. Wasn't there like an article a while back about like this like 7-foot tall kangaroo was just terrorizing a town? They just like you
No,
Honestly,
but I
it sounds
believe it.
right. That sounds about right. And like we've lost a war to emus.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've heard of
but-
that one.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
you're from
like-
Australia?
Yeah.
So like,
G'day, mate.
is that just
Good
like?
eye.
I say Aussie, oi oi oi.
Aussie. I say Maccas a lot.
Oh yeah,
Is-
grab some macas.
Yeah, I gotta go grab some Maccas. Speaking
So,
of
like-
Maccas, I actually have Maccas right now.
At the servo.
Oh, man.
So is
I
that
ate
just like how you
so much earlier.
survive Australia? You just, if an
McDonald's?
animal is somewhere, even if they're in your house, you just ignore it. You let it go. That's their property
pretty
for the
much.
time being, and then they'll get bored and leave.
Or you just, well, okay, I live in the city, so I don't see a lot of animals, but I used to live in like an outer regional place. And casually there'd just be kangaroos in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like, and you just let them mind their business. As for spiders, like, they're honestly not too bad. They're not as
No, I
bad
believe
as
that.
people say they are. I don't see a lot here because I obviously live in the city.
Hi, Buzz.
But I haven't, in my lifetime, I haven't seen like a big handful of like humongous like.
I'm more worried about the
Tarantulas.
spiders in my country than I am the spiders in your country, because North America.
Really?
People underestimate how terrifying North American spiders are. Everybody talks
yeah,
about,
definitely.
Black Widow's the most venomous spider in North America. Bitch, shut up. Black Widow has a mortality rate of like less than 0.1%. Black Widows are fine. It's a common misconception. Black Widows are mostly harmless. They're territorial.
Yeah,
And they are
interesting.
they're barely ever deadly. Even without anti-venom, they are barely ever deadly.
Basically, just don't mess with them and you'll
yeah.
be chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still
Brown,
hurt.
let's talk about brown recluses for a second, though.
Let's go.
One of the most common spiders and most non-distinctive features on a spider that you can get, and has a paralytic neurotoxin venom, which means even
Oh
though
my
it's
God.
not deadly, it will eat your skin in a way that is permanent.
Versus homie. I love that.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty terrifying.
Not to
Spiders
mention,
just aren't as bad here.
not to mention that the time zone that Tech and I live in is tarantula migration territory.
Oh wow!
It's hilarious, but I also don't really see tarantulas. Probably because
Neither
I'm
do I.
like further south than you are. I would assume.
Neither do I. I live in Colorado.
If anything,
Oh,
I see.
I am.
in
You are my state's hat, and I respect that.
my state's hat. If
Let's see
anything, I
if you
see
can
more
remember which
snakes
one is.
here.
Oh yeah, we
Snakes.
They're a
also
lot more common.
we've got a fair amount of snakes, but that's southern. I wasn't planning on developing arachnophobia today. Well, it's not a phobia if it's irrational. If it's a rational fear of them.
I don't know, man. I don't see spider. I'm more scared of stuff like cockroaches than
Why?
spiders.
Cockroaches
Because,
are
like-
literally harmless, though.
No, they're harmless, but they also it's less that they're scary to me, and it's more like the things they can, like the fact I'm not like a huge germaphobe, but I don't like things getting horrendously dirty, and with cockroaches usually cause shit getting kind of dirty.
So let's
And
talk
then
about that for a second too, as a fun bug fact. Cockroaches, the large cockroaches that everybody gets the heebie-jeebies about, those are some of the cleanest bugs in the insect kingdom.
What?
That's so cool. Like the ones that are like as huge as like a palm.
Like the one that was in my toilet like the other day.
Their typical name is tree roaches. They're huge. They can fly. They terrify people for no reason. They're very clean insects.
It's for me. It's I think honestly my not fear, but kind of like the reason I dislike roaches probably came from the most stupid thing. It was back when I only had a PlayStation as like any kind of technology really besides like a phone, and that's when someone said like the big thing went around where people's PlayStations were being bricked because like cockroaches were getting in them
was
and
a
using it
thing.
as a home.
Oh my god.
That was a thing.
And then if they stepped in the wrong place because you know the electricity passes through their body and they can complete a circuit, it would just fry your whole fucking PlayStation.
That was a thing.
It was a thing. And it didn't happen to me, but it scared the crap out of me.
Dude, you'd be terrified at how well like old Xbox like 360s were great at conducting heat. I remember we were staying in a hotel because we were moving across the country, and I had my Xbox set up. It was this nice little entertainment system with like a cutout in the center of it for the TV that had enough room for me to put my Xbox in. And I put my Xbox in there and turned it on. And at some point, I guess I left a soda over there unopened, and at like a few hours in, I just hear an explosion from behind the TV. There was so much heat behind the TV because of the Xbox that the can blew up.
Oh my gosh.
IED.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of terrifying.
Those things put out a lot of heat.
I have never had an Xbox, so I don't know. I've touched like 2 Xboxes in my entire lifetime, and apart from that, I've been a Nintendo Wii and PlayStation child.
I never had the Xbox, but I would go to the mall specifically to play on the Xbox Connect there. They had Dance Central. It wasn't called Just Dance. Just Dance is like for the Wii, but for the Xbox it was called Dance Central, and I would specifically go to the mall just to dance. But that was the only. Yeah.
Sarcasticism, I want to actually work together with you to make a list of bingo cards for this show, because you're right, we go through these pretty repetitiously.
Yeah, I kind of covered 2 different squares in there earlier, and that was lovely.
It's true. In a way, you also talked about forbidden beverages, but that's not the forbidden beverage.
The forbidden beverage as in pilk?
No.
Okay.
No, there is a Cafe Conversations lore beverage that existed from the first episode.
I'm very confused and concerned. And
Okay,
I'm not gonna ask about
it was weird.
You
And
you don't need to explain it.
sure?
You don't need
You
to
sure?
explain it. If it's about coffee, I'm gonna be depressed because I love
It is.
coffee.
It is about coffee. It depresses me. Yeah, because it was brought up out of randomness because I was sleep deprived because the first episode was during a 24-hour stream. And so my guests had like free reign to be as goofy as they could because I was barely conscious enough to really do anything about it. And somebody came up with carbonated soy sauce coffee.
What? No.
Carbonated coffee.
Carbonated soy sauce coffee. Carbonated
soy
coffee.
sauce coffee. What does that mean? As in, instead of coffee, it's just soy sauce?
No. As in, soy sauce is an additional.
Oh no.
Also, carbonated coffee exists already, and we all want to try
it exists. I've tried
What?
it. It's
I
not
did
that bad.
not know that.
It was actually the origin of the carbonated soy sauce coffee. Was that we were talking about carbonated coffee being a thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, I've tried some weird coffee. Just the other day, it might have been it was like Monday. I went because there's a boba place, and because I didn't have boba at the place I used to live, so I've been going and getting it and trying new things. I tried this one coffee boba they had, and I don't know if it was just the amount of caffeine or that mixed with the sugar, but I felt like it gave me so much caffeine that I literally slowed down and was just overstimulated.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I was sitting in the car, like,
God, I
just
wish.
brain dead. I'm like, no, who can have this?
So
That's so wow.
I regularly drink 3 to 4 cups worth of coffee in caffeine a day. And I'm
What?
and I'm severely ADHD, so it doesn't stimulate me like that. It doesn't wake me up or do anything. I mellow even harder, and then I still get the crash at the end.
Oh no.
But I'm not.
I've been.
But, and I know everybody says this, I'm not actually addicted to caffeine because I can go weeks without it, like no problem, no withdrawals or anything.
I am.
Speaking of like beverages, this could have there's a store here in like Australian cities. It's called like Easy Candy, and it's actually just filled with American candy and sweets and drinks. So a
no.
lot of us Australians like to go there and try different stuff out. Do you guys have Dr. Pepper often?
Yeah.
Mm,
no-
I love Dr.
no,
Pepper.
know about that.
You love
I
it?
had it
Yeah.
like once, and I did not enjoy it. I did not
As
enjoy
an Australian who tried it, I have never tasted anything weirder.
It's pretty bad.
What you
It's-
what?
Yeah. I genuinely don't really like Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, or Pepsi that much. Like, and like either of them, like I'm fine with them. I just don't really like them. But it's like some people swear by like one of them as if it's their god. Like they're in a religion about it.
Oh, I could give a
Coca-Cola
fuck.
that isn't so bad.
I could give a
but
fuck
Dr.
about the
Pepper-
soda wars, but Dr. Pepper's fine.
Really? No, I tasted it and I'm like, why is it so spicy?
It
Why?
is-
Why?
It's kind of the
What?
most foul out of all of them. I'll be
Yeah.
completely honest.
Why is it spicy, did you say?
Redux, I want you to know that it's okay to be wrong.
No,
And
no, no,
you're
no,
in
no,
the-
no, no. No. We're doing this for a second. I wanna preface this by saying I understand if you don't like it. Some people don't like it because it tastes, as one of its ingredients is like prune juice.
Oh, I did not know that.
But
Ew.
fucking spicy?
Like, sarcasticalism literally
It's like they
agrees.
agree. They agree.
Spicy.
Sarcasticism's gonna agree with the most random off the wall bullshit.
It's so it's something. It's something else. No,
I
yeah, it's spicy.
need everyone to leave. This podcast
No.
is over.
I won't out of spite now.
Why is it spicy? Yeah, that was
It's
my literal
not.
reaction.
Oh my
Later
god.
with the American Vegemite equivalent. Oh yeah, true.
Is it the American, like, do you like Vegemite as an Australian? Because Vegemite's fucking gross.
Well, okay, I'm Australian, but I'm also like mainly Asian, so I actually hate Vegemite. But I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, my partner is just full blood Australian, full bogan, I will call him.
Okay.
Ew, radar. No, that's so disgusting. No,
Vegemite is one of the grossest foods I've ever had.
yeah,
And I'm Filipino. I have had
no,
a
Redux, you're
massive amount.
Filipino?
And I've had a massive amount of amazing food and a massive amount of very gross food.
Isn't Vegemite just like condensed soy sauce though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No,
I've heard that
because it's got
Vegemite
like a
is
sweeter
okay.
taste.
I've heard Vegemite's okay if it's like you use a little bit and then like spread it over bread.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
also I
it's
haven't
not that-
eaten it.
But like being spoon fed it, like Radar said, no, it's no,
That
that's
ain't
terrible.
peanut butter, dog. It ain't
Yeah,
peanut butter. I need
yeah,
you to chill out.
exactly.
Okay?
Now carbonated Vegemite. Shut the fuck. I'm banning sarcasticism.
Ew. Oh no. Stop,
I am
please.
actually physically getting nauseous thinking about
That
that.
is grody, dog. I don't know about that one.
I'm not
I'm Australian, but I'm not that Australian.
I'm not willing to have this conversation, period. Anyways, why is it why were you what was with your reaction about me being Filipino?
Oh, I'm Filipino too.
Nice.
Woo! Hell yeah!
only
I-
1/4 Filipino, but I'm definitely not white, like my model leads people to believe.
For me, I feel like I have this one question because there's a lot of like a lot of VTubers have some sort are either just straight up Asian or have some kind of Asian heritage. I feel like I haven't met many people that are Korean and VTubers. Like I seen a lot of Filipino, Japanese, Chinese, and that's
You're
really
right.
cool. I have no problem with
I
that.
know
But
too.
Korean, I don't see it.
I've met 2 people that were Korean and VTubers.
Am I one of them?
No. You're the 3rd person now.
I was about to be like, you can't just say that.
No, I think you. Yeah, I haven't met a lot of Korean VTubers either, but I've met tons of like Japanese, Filipino.
I don't know.
So many Filipinos. Oh my God.
Working this show, I've met a lot of everybody. I've met a lot of white VTubers. I've met a few African American VTubers. I've met a lot of Latina VTubers, Latinx VTubers, Asian, just everything in between. You get all kinds, especially in the smaller side of VTubing.
That's very true. Yeah, I love the smaller side of VTubing because it's simultaneously really cool but also extremely cursed. Like I've seen some things that I probably shouldn't have.
I know, Pujos. I know actual Latinos don't like hearing the word Latinx, but I don't want to keep saying Latina and Latino over and over again. Get a gender neutral term already. Every other culture has one.
I liked the very big what was it, the pronunciation where it kind of emphasized like the X at the end, so they said Latinx, and it like I'm sorry, I know that people don't like that, but it's just part of the reason I stick with that pronunciation is just that it's kind of funny at the same time, and that's just like I'm not even trying to be rude, it's just that way with my mind.
Latinx really does sound like a Pokemon.
That's wonderful.
Anyways, yes, I'm sorry if I offended people by saying Latinx. It's just how the language works. Yeah, Latino is the default, and then Latina is the feminine. Like, if I'm referring to each to individual people, then I would have to say Latino and Latina to separate. Or are you saying that? Yeah. I don't like that. Latin languages suck, and I know most of them to a certain degree. Okay, well, I've met a lot of Latino VTubers. I haven't met that many Filipino VTubers though.
I've met a good few. Today increases that number by 2.
I have met a few, but not that many. I've met a lot of Latino VTubers. Now that I think about it, more than any other culture so far.
I wonder why, actually. That's actually really interesting to think about. I feel like of course Japanese is like the biggest one out of all of them because it's just like, yeah.
On the small side of things, I feel like they're not that common.
Oh, on the small side, definitely not. And I think it's kind of like, because it's like idol culture more there than it is just a streamer culture.
Yeah,
so it makes a lot more sense.
I want to be very clear, regardless of how popular I get, if I ever get that popular, I do not respect idol culture. I will never put anybody on a pedestal, no matter how big they are as a content creator. Everybody's just a guy.
Everybody's just chilling. Just chilling.
You're gonna be the first in-school suspension VTuber? I think ISS means something different here.
It definitely does, and I'm not quite sure what. Oh,
International Space Station. Oh, you could have given all of us 100 tries. None of us would have gotten there.
That's what we love to see.
We do.
I'm gonna stream, and it's gonna like who's gonna when we get the first people on Mars, one of them needs to be a streamer, because like the ping is like 7 minutes long from
Oh
Earth to Mars.
no. Just doing a Q&A like that.
Like 5 minutes of silence.
Ooh.
I feel like I've also noticed that my model's eyes are closed quite often during this, and I've apologized. I just can't change that.
I know Shiba hasn't
patience.
been meaning to, but you've been side-eyeing me like a lot.
Who?
You.
It's because it's because I have two monitors. I'm like looking back and forth, like between my model and then the stream, and then I'm just like looking like I'm side-eyeing everybody.
Like,
No, I'm
because you're moving away from me as part of the big ears bit, and then you're side-eyeing me like you're like super offended to be next to me, and it's happened the entire time.
How dare this guy do this?
no, I'm just like trying to face one monitor at a time, but I have like two different screens. So
Oh, I
sorry
know.
about that.
You're
I'm
good.
gonna
You're
attempt to
good.
just stare, do the side eye.
Hey, Ringo. Oh, we have been going pretty sufficiently for 2.5 hours now. Typically when the stream's going this well, I try to keep it going, but I'm very tired and I have a game I want to finish.
That's
You do
reasonable,
you,
that's
man.
reasonable.
You do you, man.
Yeah. So I'm glad. Did you all have fun? If you did, I'm glad.
I was extremely nervous, and I think half of us were at first, and then it kind of chilled out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So I say this at the end of each episode. It's a secret, like the secret purpose. It's a little bit of a social experiment. We start off with interview questions, and then we see how quickly it derails into just casual conversation. And that's the entire point, because none of us knew each other before this.
Oh, it did that
And
fast.
yeah, and
real fast.
over the course of just a few hours in talking, we're pretty nonchalant with each other. And that's kind of huge when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Is next level best friends.
Yeah.
You're now my closest friends after the course of 2.5 hours.
Can we
Well,
all
I
link
mean,
arms and
well, I
run
mean,
to the
one of
sunset?
them, one of my previous guests is now apparently my work wife. So
Oh,
You did that to yourself,
my
man.
work wife. No, I didn't. She did that to me.
Hey yo, hey yo.
So like,
Hey,
yeah,
yo.
this is maybe my favorite way of interacting with people and collabing with people, and it leads to more lasting friendships and stuff that we can do later. If you guys ever want to call on me for a collab, I'll be there, as long as I'm not working, because I do work over 40 hours a week.
Oh my gosh.
But
That's
yeah,
respectable.
Props to you. Props to you.
if everybody wants to give themselves one more shout out and tell the chat where you can find you,
Who wants to go first?
we'll do it in Discord order.
Same
Oh,
as
okay.
the beginning.
My Twitter handle is at Iceqube. All the no caps, and my Twitch, I recently just changed it. It's just Iceqube_3, and that's the only platforms that I'm mainly active on. So yeah, cool.
okay. Thank you first of all. Thank you, Redux, for having me on here. I'm sorry I did have to leave
I'm
quite
sorry-
longer than I thought I had to.
I'm
but-
sorry that I didn't have the energy to keep going after you returned.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I had a good time. But I am on YouTube at Shibatan, Shiba and then TAN. And then my Twitter is Shibatan Ya with YA at the end. And yeah, so I guess that's it for promo. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
For me, I'm mostly I tried to be more active on Twitter. My handle is just at TechScout404, and it's the same thing on Twitch. So got
There
that
you go.
consistency. Yeah, I try to be online as much as I can, at least until recently. But I will try. I'll try. Yeah,
Woohoo.
And for
appreciate it.
those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Redux. I stream here at twitch.tv/Reduxian. My Twitter handle is ReduxianVT. My YouTube handle is ReduxianVT. There you can find stuff that I'm going to be editing in the future, as well as any and all VODs of Cafe Conversations. So if you ever want to go back and rewatch this, or if you missed part of this episode and you want to see it, it will be uploaded shortly. We also have 10 other episodes on there for you to watch. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. That said, could I have you three stay after for a little bit longer? That way I can talk to you for a bit.
No
Yeah.
Okay.
worries.
I'm going to deafen real quick to do some more formal outroing. And I already know who we're going to raid, so no worries there.
Keen, yay.
All right, everybody. We're going to be raiding not sarcasm. We're going to be raiding sarcasticism. No, we're going to be raiding my main man, Kit Katora. He appeared, I believe, on episode 5 of Cafe Conversations, and he and I have regularly... Don't be disappointed. You're not streaming. Kit and I have regularly interacted with each other, and he's one of my closer streaming friends at this point. So... he's playing Stardew Valley with somebody right now. He's a gaggle of fun, very loud, so I recommend turning your stream volume down early. There it is. When you get in there, make sure to type Reduxy Raid, and if you have access to Redux emotes, whatever Reduxian emote you want to post, tune in next Wednesday if you like the show and you want to see 3 other VTubers that you've never seen before interact in the very same way that they did this week. Until then, my name's been Reduxian, and I will see you all later. Fuck.